From Concord University in Athens, West Virginia, this is Mountain Lion News.
Hello, and welcome to Mountain Lion News. I'm Leah Gilpin.
And I'm Ashley Workman.
This past week at Concord, the homecoming fields were in the air. Alumni past and present all gathered on campus to meet with old friends and create new ones, while the different Greek organizations all competed for the coveted crowns of Homecoming King and Queen. The criteria for the organizations were fundraising, shirt designs, float building, popular vote, billboards, banners, trash pickup, costume design, and the all culminated in lip-sync battle on Friday. In the end, Bryce Deeringer of Phi Delta Pi and Namaka Obijuru of the International Students Club. The festivities on campus included the city parade, the bonfire, a picnic in the valley, and the tailgate ahead of the homecoming game against Fairmont State, which they dropped. It's always a great time when current and former students get the chance to meet and revel on Concord of today and Concord of then, and we hope to see everybody next fall for Homecoming 2020.
On Thursday, October 10th, students, faculty, and staff of Concord University, as well as members of the Athens community, enjoyed a presentation by Dr. Patrice Harris, hosted by the Concord University Office of Multicultural Affairs. Harris, who is a West Virginia native, currently serves as the president of the American Medical Association. Before her presidency, Harris obtained her education from West Virginia University and Emory School of Medicine, and proceeded to serve as a physician and a public health administrator, among other roles.
The third Saturday in October is a pretty big deal for residents of Fayette County, as well as all residents of West Virginia alike. It's Bridge Day. This special day is dedicated to celebrating our beautiful, noteworthy attraction, the New River Gorge Bridge. But West Virginia residents aren't the only people this gigantic steel arch bridge attracts, and its sheer beauty isn't the only thing this breathtaking bridge has to offer. Base jumpers, rappellers, and thrill seekers of all kind make their way here on October 19th every year, and from all over the world to jump off this famous bridge. But most people just come to spectate and take part in the fun. And there's a variety of fun to be had by everyone on Bridge Day. There are activities to do not only at the bridge, but there are events ranging from Taste of Bridge Day, Bridge Jam, and a lot more. So it's safe to say this 40th annual Bridge Day was a success, and everyone should come out next year to take part in this annual and beloved West Virginia tradition.
When it comes to what's new at the cinema, we turn to MLN's in-house movie critic, Austin Harmon.
Thanks, Ashley. Hello, and welcome to See You at the Cinema. Today, I will be reviewing the creepy and kookiest family around. They are positively spooky. They're all together. Okay, here is my review of the Addams Family. So, I loved the Addams Family as a kid. Well, at least the live-action movies from the 90s. This goes without saying, this movie is not the best. But you can enjoy it if you watch it with the right people. These people are not children. Get a couple of your friends, crack some one-liners while watching it. Give it a chance. And at least think about those movies you loved as a kid so much. I'll give the Addams Family 3 out of 5 Addams. Well, I have another review up my sleeve. Let's get to cooking, Breaking Bad fans. Here's my review of Netflix's El Camino, a Breaking Bad movie. I love Breaking Bad. I love the spin-off series, Better Call Saul, even more. So when I heard they were making a Breaking Bad movie on Netflix, I was cautiously excited. Truth be told, I had no reason to be cautious because once again, Vince Gilligan, the creator of Breaking Bad and its connecting spin-offs, nailed it again with this movie. A congratulations, if not an Oscar, must be offered for Aaron Paul, who has improved his performance of Jesse Pinkman, even overshadowing Bryan Cranston's performances from Breaking Bad as well for this film. This film is a borderline masterpiece, and I can only show you how much I love it with a 5 out of 5 vacuums. Well, That's all I got now. Tune in next time for multiple reviews for movies I haven't watched yet. I've been Austin Harmon. Back to you, Leia.
Both men's and women's cross-country teams had a fantastic showing at their home meet at Pipestem State Park. The women placed second, while the men had a first-place finish. These great runs will help build momentum heading into the Saturday's conference championships. Men's golf was able to play almost perfect as they won the Mountain East Conference tournament, and with that win, they have automatically qualified for the regional NCAA tournament in the spring. Men's soccer lost a close match to Urbana, coming by way of a goal coming late in the second half. Women's soccer has extended their win streak to 6 by defeating West Virginia Wesleyan 2-0. Both men and women will take on Davis and Elkins Wednesday, with the women playing at home while the men are away. Volleyball lost their last match this past week, 3-1 versus Urbana. They are in action at Fairmont State this Friday night. Football dropped their homecoming matchup against Fairmont State by a score of 56-27. This becomes the 7th loss of the winless season for the Mountain Lions. To end this segment on a brighter note, junior wide receiver Tywan Pierce set the program record for career kickoff return yards with 1,390 yards in his storied career. Concord will travel to Urbana for one last p.m. kickoff this next week.
Thanks, Ian. Coming up after the break, we have a new Campus Connections.
And later, we have a blast from the past with This Day in History.
Has won the football game. They are outright Mountain East Conference champions.
And now it's time for This Day in History with Austin Harmon.
Welcome to another episode of This Day in History, where we take a look at events that happened on this day, October 27th, in history. Let's begin.
We start in the year 1858. On this day, the 26th President, Theodore Roosevelt, was born in New York City. Besides being known for his presidency and other well-known facts, he was also the first president to win a Nobel Peace Prize. In 1904, New York City opened the first subway system to the public, which is now the largest in America. The first line traveled 9.1 miles through 28 stations. On opening day, more than 100,000 people paid to take their first ride under Manhattan. In 1932, poet Sylvia Plath, one of the most dynamic and admired poets of the 20th century, is born in Boston. Plath wrote poems and short stories throughout her life, works that include Colossus, Lazy Lazarus, Ariel, and The Bell Jar. In 2004, the Boston Red Sox won the World Series for the first time since 1918, when the team owner and Broadway producer Harry Frass sold Babe Ruth to the Yankees. The Sox had won 5 championships, and the Yankees hadn't won any. After Babe Ruth left, the tables were turned, with the Yankees winning a record 26 times after 1920. However, that would change in 2004, when the Sox would make a comeback and sweep the last 4 games in the American League Championship Series. As of now, the Red Sox have won 9 World Series.
And that was another episode of This Day in History. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm Austin Harmon. Back to you, Leah.
Service projects are being coordinated at Concord University that will better the campus and both local and global communities while helping freshmen meet their University 100 service requirement for the fall term. The projects are being coordinated through the Concord Bonner Scholars Program. According to Kathy Ball, the program's director, the designated freshman service days have been scheduled for 3 Saturdays early in the term. A variety of projects are planned, from cleanup and beautification work to activities for brightening the lives of children and senior citizens. Service options will include making dog toys for the Mercer County Animal Shelter, repainting the paw prints leading through Concord's campus, creating placemats for residents of local retirement communities, and cutting and constructing shoe kits for Soul Hope to distribute to children and adults in Uganda, and other service options. Concord students can pre-register to participate in the projects and should report to subway area of the Student Center between 8:30 a.m. and 9 a.m. on each service project date before dispersing for their various projects. For additional information, email bonner@concord.edu. And that's all we have time for this week's MLN News. I'm Leah Gilpin.
And I'm Ashley Workman. We'll see you in 2 weeks.